Kia ora and welcome to the Extended Nature Lovers Edition. Today we're out at Taiharuru Road, where there is some walks along some Maori Pa along this headland. The pa would have belonged to Ngati Wai. Up along that track, where we should have a pretty cool view. You can see we're walking on sand covered with grass. We've just popped up on the first ridge and you can see there's a few different tracks going off from here. One going down to the rocks. There is a track that goes up further, and then there's a track that continues out this way, so we'll go this way first. And there's some fantastic examples of windswept pahutakawa here. So those trees, they're all pahutakawa, and you can see how the wind has shaped them as it's blown, as they have gotten taller and taller. And you can see some harakeke, which the tuis love, and today there's lots of bees out pollinating them. A pa is some of the old Maori fortifications that used to be throughout the country as part of kind of lookout towers and the centres of where things happened. So that's where we are right now. Would have been some people from the Ngati Wai tribe, because they were up and down the coast in this area. I don't know a lot of their history and their stories, but we will have someone later on in Barefoot Tracks who is going to take us for a walk in her particular rohi, her whenua, in Pātawa South. And so for now we'll just acknowledge that this is a sacred place. We won't eat up here, and just acknowledge the peoples who have lived here in the past and who did not cede sovereignty of this beautiful land. This is the prayer that I was taught from a Maori cultural advisor, and I use it whenever I come to beautiful natural spaces like this, because it calls upon the different Maori gods of who are the different gods of the sea and the forest and the wind. It's a really good grounding and earth energy karakia or prayer. Ko ranganui, ko papatunuku, ka puta ko rongo, ko tane mahuta, ko tangauro, ko tā whirimatia, ko tō mutuenga, homie e tiki tiki. Tokona te rangi ki runga ko papa ki raro. Ka puta te iratangata. Ki te whaiau, ki te ao marama. Koia e rongo. E whakaria ake ki runga. Kia tina tina. Haramai te toki. Homie huie tāki. Okay, we're going to leave our bag here and scramble down this hillside here because you can overlook that amazing gap that's just down there. I'll get a better angle if I go down this track. So it has been raining today, so this clay is a little bit sticky, which is working into my advantage. No doubt these tracks have been walked in bare feet for hundreds of years. One of the things I love about this coast is just its dramatic ending into the sea. This kind of rock is throughout this coast. So that's Tutakaka and Whangarei Heads. It's just rocky like this. It's wild and it makes such a beautiful landscape. We're going to walk along the top part of the ridge now. So we're heading up the coast to the next Pa site along. You see that spiky bit in the distance? That is Mount Manaya, known as the taproot of Northland. I guess it is a landmark that you can see from lots of different places. The scraggly shape of a pahudakawa tree growing right next to the ocean. amazing scrabbling tracks down here. You can see how the Pahudakawa route becomes part of the ladder of the cliff. Those cool little rock pools up there, so you don't want to be out on those cliffs as the tide starts coming in, because they obviously get covered in water during high tide. So this has got to be a really careful landscape to be in. We're at low tide at the moment-ish, I think. I am so forever grateful for the people that kept this track for the public to be able to use. Look at this mansion. Holy crap. It's amazing. This is a sheer cliff right here. One of the things I love about Whangarei is that it is really still allowing us to be humans in this environment. There's very often not fences, and I think it just makes us be more aware of where we're walking and that much closer to our environment. It's a really interesting kind of moss, very different because we're right next to the sea. Oh look, someone's installed lighting to enjoy the Pahudakawa at night, which definitely do look spectacular because their trunks pick up the light so much. Awesome. A fence. So make sure that we keep it closed because it's closed when we found it. And we are walking through an olive grove. Little baby olives. And up to Huitau Pa site. Dotteral Islands, part of what is known as the Hen and Chicken Islands, with the main one being that funny nipple-like one right there. Dotteral. I forgot to tell you in the video where I introduced you to the Pahudakawa that the bark of the Pahudakawa might look kind of familiar to you if you are a fan of Lord of the Rings, because it was the Pahutakawa's bark that they used as Treebeard's face. A beautiful nod to one of New Zealand's favourite trees. This tree is just inviting to climb, isn't it? Who else likes climbing trees? The sun is out. Oh, the sun has gone away again. We are still in the Olive Grove area. Ow, 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 ow. Say someone in about, I don't know, a month maybe? There's definitely a lot of prickles along here, so I'm glad I'm doing this at this time of year before they pop and turn my feet into a pin cushion. Just a small thing to improve this barefoot track. Let's clean up these prickles. I feel so lucky. This looks like Kaunika, but growing as a ground cover because of the wind. Check out that angle. It's like a manicured bush, but manicured by the wind. Another style. Okay, and then it just kind of pops us out by the road, not actually getting us to McGregor's Bay. This is McGregor's Bay. Another extreme manicure. Now I'm going to walk along this beautiful track to the first pa that I was at and go and say hello to the beach. Just a reminder now that it is the end of November, and that means in New Zealand, especially in Northland, that you'll easily get burned by the sun. So slip, slop, slap and wrap, as they say. Keep yourself sun smart this summer. Back through the gate. That little stage there is right in line to where that Pahutakawa is growing. So hopefully they have enough sense to just move the platform so it has a better view rather than chopping down that tree, because I think the tree would be harder to replace. this is lower down on the rock shelf. Let's go to the beach. Very nice sand. I love the patterns that water makes. If it was a sunny day, this water would be turquoise, I think. Even though I forgot my towel, I'm going to go for my first swim of summer. Yay! Happy Southern Hair summer, everyone! First swim, woohoo! Here's some bonus clips of the end of Taiharuru Road. Beautiful day. Oh look, the sun's come out. Show us that turquoise colour. Wow, so pretty. You can see right there in the centre that is a dotteral. They are quite endangered in New Zealand, and when you see them, they'll call to you, and you need to pay attention to them because they'll start calling you and walking in a particular direction, and it's important that you follow them because they are leading you away from their nest. So as long as you follow them, you won't stand on their nest. Now they're kind of playing, hey, I'm the prey, come and catch me, I'm over here, as they lead you away from the nest. So sometimes they pretend they have a broken wing to make them more palatable as something to catch so that you don't stand on eggs. So yeah, just pay attention to them. And in the background there, you can see a pair of oyster catchers. They often are seen together or in larger groups as well. This is McGregor's Bay, which has toilets, and up along that red cliff that you can see up there, that's the walkway that we're walking out onto Huitau Pa at the end of that headland, I think. The sun's come out. You can see the beautiful blue colour of the water. And a fun beach to play on too. Here's where the black sand comes from. McGregor's Bay. This is the only flowering kahutakawa I've seen on this part of the coast. But soon, this whole coastline will be red. Three beautiful beaches in quick succession and with lovely sand. How lucky am I today? We're definitely coming back here. That's where we were walking. So that's it from the Extended Nature Lovers edition. I hope that you get your feet into nature this week and have a great week. You will notice that our beaches are very clean. No bins, no rubbish, better beaches. The District Council discovered that if you don't provide bins, people take their rubbish home with them. In New Zealand, we have a thing about not littering, and you'll find our beaches are pretty clean. Take it home, peeps.